What I regret from my first trip to Japan. My first trip to Japan, honestly magical, but also full of rookie mistakes. Here are the 10 things I truly regret, and exactly what I'd do differently next time. 1. Didn't book Shinkansen tickets early. Okay, let's talk about my first big mistake in Japan, the Shinkansen. I mean, I knew it was fast. I knew it was fancy. But I didn't know, you actually have to book seats. Yep. I showed up at Tokyo Station, all excited, thinking I'd just grab a ticket and hop on. Reality? The train was sold out. Standing room only. And I was holding a suitcase, wearing heels, and totally lost. The staff were so kind, but they just smiled and said next train, 2 hours, so I sat down, ate a konbini sandwich, and watched everyone else zoom off. Lesson learned? Popular routes like Tokyo to Kyoto or Osaka to Hiroshima sell out weeks in advance, especially during cherry blossom season or Golden Week. Now, I book my Shinkansen tickets the second I land in Japan, or even before I leave home. Pro tip, use the Junior East Travel Service Center at Narita or Haneda. They speak English and can help you reserve seats on the spot. Or better yet, download the official Junior East train reservation app. It's free, easy, and saves you from standing in line like a confused tourist. Trust me, your future self will thank you. 2. Packed wrong shoes. Okay, confession time. I packed my favorite ankle boots for Japan. Why? Because they looked cute. And I thought, I'll just walk a little, snap some pics, then hop in a taxi. Reality? Japan is built for walking. From temple stairs in Kyoto, to subway transfers in Osaka, to wandering through Nara Park with deer, I was on my feet all day. By day 3, my feet were screaming blisters. Swollen ankles. That cute boot became a torture device. I ended up buying flip-flops from a konbini and wearing them with everything, even to dinner. Lesson learned, comfort greater than fashion, always. Now, I packed 2 pairs of shoes, 1 sturdy hiking sandal for exploring, and 1 lightweight sneaker for city days. Pro tip, look for shoes with arch support and breathable fabric. Your feet will thank you after 10,000 steps. And hey, if you're going to Tokyo or Kyoto, trust me, you'll be walking more than you think. So ditch the heels. Ditch the flats that pinch. Pack what lets you wander freely, because Japan's magic is in the little moments, not the Instagram pose. 3. Skipped onsens because I was shy. I'll never forget the moment I stood outside an onsen in Hakken, staring at the sign. My heart was racing. Not because of the heat, but because I didn't know the rules. What if I did something wrong? What if I offended someone? What if I forgot to wash before getting in? So I walked away. And honestly, I regret it every time I think about Japan. Because onsens aren't just hot springs, they're sacred. A place to unwind, reset, connect with nature and yourself. The steam rising over mossy rocks. The sound of birds. The silence. I missed all of it because I let fear win. Now, I research etiquette before I go. Shower first. No tattoos. Cover them up or ask ahead. No phones. No talking. Just breathe. And if you're shy, start with a private onsen. Many ryokans offer them. Or go early morning when it's quiet. Pro tip, bring a small towel to sit on, and don't worry about your body. Everyone's there for the same reason, to relax. Trust me, once you take that first step into the water, you'll feel like you finally arrived in Japan. 4. Ate only hotel breakfasts. Okay, I'll admit it, I stuck to hotel breakfasts my whole first trip to Japan. Toast, scrambled eggs, maybe some sad-looking fruit. Why? Because I was nervous, didn't speak the language. Didn't want to get it wrong. But here's the truth, Japan's soul is in its street food, not in the buffet line, in the sizzle of takoyaki on a griddle, the golden crunch of taiyaki fresh off the press, the smoky smell of yakitori grilling under paper lanterns. I missed out on melon pan so soft it melts in your hand, on okonomiyaki cooked right in front of me, on steaming bowls of ramen from a stall that's been there for 50 years. And the best part? Street vendors are so kind. They'll point, smile, and say oishi, even if you just nod and hand over coins. Now, I skip the hotel spread and head straight to the night markets. Pro tip, start with something simple, like a dango skewer or matcha soft serve. Once you taste it, you'll never go back. Because Japan isn't just a place you visit, it's a place you taste. And I wish I'd tasted more of it the first time. 5. Didn't learn basic Japanese phrases. I'll never forget the first time I tried to order coffee in Kyoto. I smiled. I said, this. The barista was so kind. She guessed what I wanted, handed me the cup, and said arigato. And I just nodded. Didn't say thank you back. Didn't even try. That tiny moment stuck with me. Because in Japan, language isn't just about words, it's about respect. A simple sumimasen to get attention, kore o kudasai to say this, please, oishi to say it's delicious. These phrases open doors. Not just to food or directions, but to smiles, to patience, to little moments of real connection. I miss so many of those because I was too shy to practice. Now. I learn 5 phrases before every trip. Hello, konnichiwa, thank you, arigato gozaimasu. Excuse me, sumimasen, how much, akora desu ka, delicious, oishi. I practice them on the plane, I write them in my journal, and every time I say them, locals light up, they slow down. They help me more, because trying, even badly, shows you care, and that's the real souvenir. 6 overplanned every minute. I used to think a good trip meant ticking off every temple, every museum, every must-see spot, so on my first trip to Japan, I had a color-coded spreadsheet, hour-by-hour train times, lunch reservations, even bathroom breaks, and you know what happened. I was so busy rushing from place to place, I never actually saw Japan. I'd snap a photo at Fushimi Inari, then sprint to the next station, heart racing, feet aching, mind already on the next box to check. Meanwhile, locals were sitting under cherry trees, sipping tea, watching the world go by. I miss that. Now. I plan less. I pick 1 or 2 things per day, maybe a temple in the morning, a walk through a quiet neighborhood in the afternoon, and I leave the rest open. Because the best moments, they happen when you're not looking for them. Like stumbling on a tiny cat cafe in Shimokitazawa, or watching monks sweep temple grounds at sunset, or sharing a bench with an old man who offers you a persimmon. Japan doesn't need to be conquered. It needs to be felt. So now I wonder. I get lost, I sit. And that's when the trip really begins. 7. Forgot cash. Many places don't take cards. Picture this. I'm standing in front of the most famous ramen shop in Osaka. Line out the door. Steam fogging the windows. My stomach growling like a bear. I get to the counter, pull out my fancy travel card and say, Visa, please. The chef just shakes his head. Points to a little sign, cash only. I had nothing. Not even 100 yuan. So I walked away hungry, humiliated, and dreaming of noodles for the next 3 hours. That's when I learned Japan runs on cash. Not just ramen shops, but tiny temples asking for 500 yuan donations, vending machines in the mountains, street food stalls, even some taxis. Great for hotels and department stores. But the soul of Japan, still cash. Only. Now. I hit the ATM the second I land at Narita or Haneda. I withdraw 20,000 yuan a day, enough for food, transport, and little surprises. Pro tip, 7-Eleven ATMs accept foreign cards and have English menus. And they're everywhere. Cards. Oh. And I keep small bills, 1,000 yuan notes, for vending machines and tips, even though tipping isn't done. Some places like Ryukyuans appreciate a small envelope, because nothing ruins a perfect day, like standing outside your dream ramen shop with an empty wallet. 8. Didn't visit smaller cities like Kanazawa or Takayama. I spent my whole first trip in Tokyo and Kyoto. Don't get me wrong, they're incredible. Neon lights, golden temples, crowds that never sleep, but I missed something quieter. Something like Kanazawa, where geishas glide down cobblestone alleys, and gardens feel like living paintings, or Takayama, where morning markets spill onto wooden streets, and the mountains cradle the town like an old friend. In big cities, I was always rushing, always watching my bag, always lost in the noise. But in these smaller towns, time slows down, locals wave from their doorways, shopkeepers offer you tea, you hear birds, not subway announcements. I didn't go because I thought, I'll save it for next time, but here's the truth, next time might not come soon enough. Now I build small cities into every trip, even if it's just one night, one train ride away. Because Japan's soul isn't just in its icons, it's in the quiet streets where no one's taking selfies, where you can just be, and that's the magic I wish I'd found sooner. 9. Didn't get a pocket Wi-Fi or SIM card early. I landed in Japan thinking I'll just use free Wi-Fi. Big mistake. First day in Tokyo, I got lost in Shinjuku Station, which, by the way, has 200 exits, no Google Maps, no translation app, no way to call my Airbnb host. I ended up standing outside a konbini for 20 minutes, begging strangers for Wi-Fi passwords like "Sumimasen internetu oneshimasu." Meanwhile, my phone was a fancy paperweight, and it wasn't just directions. I couldn't book last-minute Shinkansen seats, couldn't read the menu, couldn't even check if a temple was open. Everything in Japan runs smoother with data. Now, the second I clear customs at Narita or Haneda, I head straight to the pocket Wi-Fi counter or SIM card kiosk. Takes 5 minutes. Costs about 800 yuan, 1,200 yuan a day. And boom, I've got maps, Google Translate, Instagram, even mobile payments. Pro tip, you can pre-order online before you fly, pick it up at the airport, no stress. Or grab a JapanTravel SIM from SoftBank or Ijmio, they work instantly, because being lost is part of travel, but being completely disconnected, that's just unnecessary stress. Don't be like me. Get your data before you step out of the terminal. 10. Didn't take enough photos of myself. I came home from Japan with over 1,000 photos. Golden temples, cherry blossoms, bullet trains slicing through mountains. But when I looked for me, there were only 3. One blurry selfie in front of Fushimi Inari. One accidental reflection in a train window. And one where my arm was fully extended, cutting off half my face. I was so busy capturing the place, I forgot to capture myself in it. Now, when I look back, I see Japan, but I don't see my wonder. My smile. My tired eyes after walking 15,000 steps. Those are the moments I want to remember. Not just the scenery, but me experiencing it. So next time, I ask strangers to take my photo. I say "Sumimasen, shashin otat kuremasu ka," with a smile, and 9 times out of 10, they're happy to help. I use a tiny tripod. I set a timer. I even pay a street photographer for 2 minutes if I have to, because years from now, I won't care if the temple was perfectly framed. I'll care that I was there, eyes wide, heart full, standing exactly where I dreamed of being. So don't just document the destination, document yourself arriving. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel.